I looked to my side and I saw both cats just staring at me, which really scared me because that meant there was something under the bed. At first, my wife didn't hear the noise. She thought I was overreacting, and then she heard the noise. After she heard the noise, we get out of that room and she slams the door. We thought it was an animal that was under the bed, so we were trying to figure out what to do next. Should we call animal control or should we call the police again? We didn't know what to do. We finally decided to call the police again. We told the dispatcher we thought there was an animal under our bed, and she told us to leave the house immediately, so we left.
Brian gets freaked out. He manages to convince his wife to leave. They slam the door. They realize they've left Gizmo, their cat, inside there with God knows what.
My wife bravely went in and scooped him up and saved him.
And they decide to wait for the cops outside of the building.
The cops arrive within minutes. The same cops, the same two cops. This time the cops are taking it more serious. I let them in the door. As the door opens, I see a tall figure dressed in black, standing in our living room, holding shoes and trying to get into the closet door. I felt my stomach drop and it just felt uneasy, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Just the sudden realization that this person had been in our apartment the whole time.
I think at this point, everything has continued to escalate. So to see an actual person and to see that it's a woman, none of it makes sense. Why she's there, how she got in there, how long was she actually under the bed?
So the police handcuff her and take her out of the apartment. And as she was talking to the police outside, I got a better look of her. She kind of had scraggly hair. She was very tall. She was laughing and like just joking around with the cops and like kind of being a little flirty. The police told us this person was known for trespassing in construction sites. So the screws kind of made sense. And then also that she had been up for days and that she was paranoid. She thought people were after her. So the police leave and we go back in our apartment. There's still several hours of cleaning to be done because we didn't know what to do. We were still running on adrenaline. We wanted to make the apartment whole again, so we decided just to stay up and clean.
They've cleared enough stuff away that they can actually look under the bed. So Brian grabs a flashlight.
And I shine a flashlight under the bed and we find our biggest kitchen knife. Another wave of anxiety like went through me. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and it hit me like what kind of danger we potentially could have been in.
It's really disturbing to think about. She had that the whole time. And as he's shining the light around, he notices
a needle and pieces of fabric and stuff.
There's fabric coming from the bottom of the box spring because she had been stabbing the bottom of the bed
that we had been sitting on all night.
My brother tells me about the knife. It's horrifying because who knows what her mindset was, but just the idea that she could have harmed them, she could have, slashed at their feet. I don't know. It makes my skin crawl, to be honest.
So it hit me pretty slowly. I think I definitely couldn't sleep that week. It wasn't like I was scared of things under the bed anymore. It was just this whole violation. I mean, I was just trying to figure out like what motivated her to choose us and how long had she been in our apartment and what was going through her mind.
Who knows? Maybe she was planning on staying there.
It was really disturbing. Things could have gone so wrong. Just me thinking about that gave me anxiety. Even though everything turned out fine, I just keep thinking about what if.